Hi, it's Lori from Coast to Coast Craft Girls coming to you from the West Coast. Today I wanted to share a really fun sort of fall Thanksgiving-y card for those of us in the United States, but also just a really nice fall card with you. It's very simple, but I really loved it. Got some dimension, super easy to make, and goes together pretty quick. Although I will warn you, it's inky, so you get some inky hands. So let me show you how it's done. I started with just a 5.5 by 5.5 sheet of white paper. That's what this is. And then I used the stencil from, this is from the Crafter's Companion, what was it called? The Fall Leaves collection. Thankful and Blessed, Grateful and Blessed, something like that, from last year, the year before. Then I used a number of my different Harmony Water Reactive ink pads. So I started with these sort of, I think they're oak leaves or something. And I just kind of went in with a little bit of the Friar Brown around the edges. And I'm using a finger dauber just because I don't want to get ink where I don't want it, so that it's a little bit easier to control. And then I went with Seal Brown for the rest of those leaves. And not really dark, just kind of if you wanted to put a little yellow or orange or red coloring in, you could do that. So I put one on each of these, on each corner. Okay. And then I took these, oops, rid of that one. Then I took the sort of mapley looking leaves from this and I went in between them. And I used honey pot for the whole leaf. And then I came back in with a little bit of the Friar Brown just on the edges. Like that. And I just went same thing between each of the leaves. Now, while I have my inks out, I cut just a background leaf from the Happy Thanksgiving stamp and die set from Crafter's Companion. It comes in two pieces. It has the center die that says Give Thanks and then the outer die. And I just cut with the outer die. And I took this maple leaf stencil. Is that the one I used? Maybe I used that one. I used that one. I just kind of centered it up and just stenciled in lightly a leaf pattern, just because I thought the leaf just on its own was too plain. So I'll set that aside for now. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to use the Sandstorm and an ink blender. And I'm just going to put kind of a little bit of a background wash on all of the white cardstock because I don't want that stark white. Now, I could have started with an ivory cardstock and not done this, but I'm trying to use up my white scraps. If you've been watching my channel, you can see that there's been a few things that I've done recently. Now I don't have to worry about that middle because it's going to get covered up. But that's enough of that. And then I took the seal brown, so the darkest brown, and I came in around the edges. Okay. And one more thing before I put my inks away, so let me clean up my mat. Then I took my little leaf, I took my Friar Brown, and I just went around the edges. And I'm not trying to get ink on everything, I'm just trying to give it a little bit of color here and there. Try to get into the little openings. I just don't want it to, I want to grunge it up basically. Okay. And that's all my inking. All right, now we can start to put our card together. Okay, so I've got a 6x6 card blank, and then I've got just a piece of dark brown cardstock that's just about 5 7/8. We're going to put that on. Then I'm going to put my background on there. And then for my leaf, I cut that same leaf 3 times, twice out of some thick white cardstock and once out of the dark brown. And I'm going to put that on because I want to give it some height. And when I curl the edges up, see, you can see underneath, and I wanted that brown. So I'm going to go ahead and use my tacky glue. Now you could, if you want, just do one out of brown and raise it up on foam pads, but I like this way because it gives it a nice thick, almost like a chipboard feel, and I think it looks good. And then I put mine on kind of at an angle right in the middle. Then you're going to take your little leaf that you cut and stenciled, and I just used my bone folder to curve it up, kind of all over, around the edges. Not too much, just a little bit. And then I'm going to glue that down just off so there's a little bit of the dark brown showing. And to glue it, just put glue kind of around the middle and leave those edges to lift. And then I pulled it just like almost like a little drop shadow, like that. Okay. And then I stamped You're a Blessing to Me from one of my stamps, and I'm going to put that on there with some foam tape. And I'm just going to put it right down here in the corner. And that's it. Like I said, it comes together pretty quick and easy, but I love the way it turned out. So, thanks for watching.